So my next question then is, well, how do I know then that I'm maturing as a leader? So through everything that you've described to us today, I mean, what is that? Is there any sort of KPIs or metrics or proof in the pudding? I mean, certainly it's not a superficial answer like, well, I improved the top line, the bottom line, the sales revenue, and so forth. Through all this tactical advice that you provided for our listeners today, and you go through these exercises and you go through this reflection and understand your values and turn those into questions and get the right answer those questions every day, either for yourself or from somebody else. And then you can do the same thing, at an organizational level. But then at the end of the day, how do I know I'm maturing as a leader?
Man, that's such a tough question. And I don't know if this will be a satisfactory answer. Often you won't see it. And so you actually aren't necessarily the best person to make that evaluation, which is another reason your accountability people are important, because they're the 4-week people. And what I mean by that is when I embarked on trying to be fitter and healthier, I did it the last time, I wasn't trying to lose weight. I was with a coach who told me I was trying to gain health. And they told me that it will take you 4 weeks of disciplined commitment before you notice any results. It will take 6 weeks, the 6-week people, it will take 6 weeks before your closest friends notice the difference. And it will take 8 before the people at large notice the difference. And that's why your accountability people are your 6-week people, not your 4-week, but your 6-week. They're the ones who notice after you, but before the rest of the world. And sometimes it's that extra little someone noticing before the world does that keeps you motivated. So one, your accountability people can help you start to understand how you're getting better. But part of it is this. When I went into recovery for drinking, all that we were taught was you need to make one non-negotiable decision every day for the rest of your life. Between getting out of bed in the morning and going to sleep, you must choose not to have a drink. Not choose not to have a drink for the rest of your life. Choose not to have a drink today. And then you have to treat every day of the rest of your life as if it is your first day of recovery. The challenge with that approach is that you never feel like you're done, but that's the key piece, is that it's a constant ongoing commitment. And so if you answer your leadership value questions 300 out of 365 days, you grew as a leader. Your growth, when you are consistent with individual ordinary acts done with extraordinary consistency, is going to be imperceptible to you. You should set benchmarks along the way for things that you want to have accomplished, but it's very hard to set benchmarks for who you want to be. The only way you can truly know you're doing that is to identify the behaviors that inevitably create that kind of person and then stick to those behaviors 300 out of 365 days a year. And you won't see the growth. All you can see is your commitment. But if you stick to the commitment, the growth is inevitable. And I know that's a non-satisfactory answer to a lot of people, but I will say you can benchmark what you do. You can't benchmark who you are. All you can do is say, I got to be able to see a commitment to these behaviors day after day. And if you commit to those behaviors day after day, year after year takes care of itself. And some people find that to be non-satisfactory because, oh, well, where's the benchmarks? Where is the deliverables? But I haven't had a drink in almost 3,000 days. That's the deliverable. And I am a bigger and better person now because of that. The same way I can't specifically point to how I'm better for answering 3 of those 6 questions for close to a decade, but I do know that I am. And sometimes you have to, God help us all with the cliche, trust the process, right?